UFO there. Got it in the shot. We're gonna find it. We're driving past it. Yeah, it's a long ribbon in the sky, a light ribbon that shakes. It's all segmented too. Here, slow down. Stop.
Tell us what you saw.
Well, we had launched on a routine training mission. When we joined up, we were told that the event was going to be canceled and that we had real-world tasking, and we were sent out to the west. Now, take in mind that this has taken place about 100 miles southwest of San Diego, between San Diego and Ensenada, Mexico, on a clear, perfect day, blue waters. We get out to the spot where they tell us it's at. We start looking around, and both airplanes see a disturbance in the water and a white 40-foot long tic-tac shaped object just hovering above the water, going forward, back, left, right. There's no rotor wash, there's no wings, nothing. So as we drive around in a clockwise flow, we get to about the 9 o'clock position, and I said, well, I'm gonna go down and check it out, and the other jet is gonna stay high. So as we go down, when we get to the 12 o'clock position, it starts to mirror us. So it's in a clockwise flow, and it's on the opposite side of the circle from us. And we continue this. It's in a climb, we're in a descent, we're getting a great look at it. This whole thing takes about probably up to 5 minutes from the time we show up. I get over to the 8 o'clock position, it's at about the 2 o'clock position, and I decide I'm gonna go and see what it is, and it's about 2,000 feet below me. And I cut across the circle, and as I get within about a half mile of it, it rapidly accelerates to the south in about 2 seconds and disappears.
Pentagon closed its office that dealt with UFO sightings in 2012 when Congress, in essence, stopped funding it. That office was called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Now, after a series of unusual encounters by Navy jets, like this one in 2017, showing an F-18 Super Hornet encountering an unidentified object, the Navy has decided it needs to codify how its sailors and pilots record such unexplained events.
Ok, là, vous allez voir la vie. Là. Vous allez voir une vie autre que la nôtre, ok? Checkez ça.
On le voit.
Checkez ça. Checkez ça, merci. On te voit, hein, on te voit. Je sais pas si tu nous entends, mais on te voit.
C'est quoi?
Hey, non, faut pas que ce soit là, s'il vous plaît.
Rémi, ici, touche pas.
Rémi.
Viens ici.
On te voit, hein, on te voit.
So it's really not a question of do governments believe UFOs are real? Yes, they do. The United States government does. The British government does. The question is, do they have any idea what they are, where they're from?
No, we don't. We keep an open mind on it. We don't rule anything off, take nothing off the table with this. Our point really is that whatever these things turn out to be, there is a serious defense, national security, and air safety issue here.
Yes. Well, so that's kind of the nub of it, and that's where my interest comes from. So why aren't governments encouraging the population, if you see something, say something, report sightings to the government so we can make sense of this potential threat?
Well, they should be, and that's what we certainly did at the Ministry of Defense for many years. We took it very seriously. Our own pilots were seeing these things. We were having radar operators track them. And we knew, again, through intelligence and through open source material, we knew that the Russians and the Chinese and others were working on this too. The problem was that just the pop culture baggage from the term UFO, flying saucer, little green men, people don't take it seriously, but they should.
Commander David Fravor still can't explain what he says he saw that day. The Navy fighter pilot was on a training mission west of San Diego when he was ordered to check out something in the water not far away. On a clear day, over a smooth ocean, he saw the object, waves breaking over it, and says he saw something hovering above it.
It's randomly moving north, south, east, west, just random, just stopping, going the other direction, like you could do with a helicopter, but a little bit more abrupt. It looks like a 40-foot long tic-tac with no wings.
Fravor says he and his four-man team tracked the object for several minutes until it just disappeared.
I think this is a national security imperative. We have clear things that we do not understand how they work, operating in areas that we can't control.
I have no idea. But I've shown it that's in real time and then slowed down a little bit, and then I've taken some frame grabs so you can see that each end lights up individually. And it kind of goes from like a silver look to like a brass look. And then it also will flash. And the flash was bright enough to where I thought, before I could see it later, just with my naked eye, it just looked like it was something glinting in the sun.
Pilots in two different planes, one a Learjet, the other an American Airlines jet, reported seeing a mysterious object over Arizona last month, we have learned. The exchange with air traffic control sounded like something out of the Twilight Zone.
Number 71 Papa Golf, go ahead.
And there was anybody above us that passed us like 30 seconds ago?
Number 71 Papa Golf, negative.
Okay. Something. A UFO. Yeah. It's American 1095. Yeah, something just passed over us. Like don't know what it was, but it's at least 2,000-3,000 feet above us. Yeah, it passed right over the top of us.
For decades, the government had basically said Area 51 does not exist. Now, the government has basically said, okay, yeah, you know, technically, actually, it does exist. They said that in 2013, and now they're saying not only does Area 51 exist, but we've also spent millions of taxpayer dollars, something like $22 million, to investigate UFOs. It depends who you ask about Area 51. The government will say that it's where they used to test top secret planes, but for 70 years worth of people who believe in UFOs, it's a place where the government keeps all these secrets about aliens that have crash landed on Earth. Most people who believe in UFOs, or many people, believe that an alien spacecraft crashed there and was discovered by a farmer. So what people believe is that this alien spacecraft, and maybe even the alien bodies that were in the spacecraft, were picked up by the government, taken to Area 51, and that the government has for years been dissecting these alien bodies and trying to reverse engineer the UFO, trying to figure out all kinds of things from teleportation to interstellar travel, even time travel. Filmmaker Ray Santilli put out this video that he said was a result of the Roswell crash, and it shows people in lab coats, purported scientists, dissecting alien bodies, and it's put out there as the Roswell autopsy.
Area 51, America's capital city for UFO sightings and the stuff of Hollywood science fiction, is apparently real.
For nearly 60 years, the government denied this place even existed. Sounds odd, but I'm going to call it the most famous secret base in the world, an epicenter of alien intrigue, featured in Independence Day.
There's no Area 51. That's not entirely accurate.
Even Mulder and Scully visited one dark night.
Area 51.
Classified experiments involving extraterrestrial technology.
Now, for the first time, the US government has released CIA documents showing a map of the secret base in the Nevada desert, with Area 51 not redacted.
So, I mean, this might be one step on the road to finding out really what has gone on there.
Yes, but I wouldn't expect that it's ever going to involve aliens.
Okay.
We have the government lying really from day one.
The government knows more than they're letting on.
The CEFAA, the Chilean government agency which investigates UFOs or unidentified aerial phenomena, has declassified and released never-before-seen video from 2014 showing a mysterious flying object of which they suggest could have been a UFO. According to a press release from the agency, a Navy helicopter spotted the unidentifiable object while patrolling a coastal region near Santiago, Chile. The unknown object was seen flying at a constant speed, similar to that of the helicopter, and moving forward. The pilot tried several times to communicate with the object, but he received no reply. Air traffic control failed to detect any flying objects on radar. In 2 instances, the object ejected some type of gas or liquid with high thermal tracking. Captured on video, you can see a massive plume of material trailing behind the object. Moments later, a second ejection of the unspecified discharge. The flying object was visible for about 10 minutes before disappearing into the clouds without a trace. What could it be? Was it a UFO? Air Force photo analysts confirmed that the three-dimensional object was real, with volume and showcased control in its movements. They established that there was no evidence of hoaxing or alteration of the video by any computer application in the editing and processing of the images. Officials also ruled out a bird or flying insect, a drone, parachute, or a hang glider. After an extensive study, the Committee for the Study of Anomalous Aerial Phenomena agreed it had all the characteristics to be classified as an unidentified aerial phenomenon.